approach. Approach is important. What works for one student may not work for another student. What I've found over the years is that knowing how to do a problem several different ways is important for me as an instructor because different students learn differently. My name is Paul Pasolka, Ivy Masters Learning Center and ivymasters.com. And today we're going to look at Test 5, Section 4, Number 2, which reads, some values of the linear function f are shown in the table above. Which of the following defines f? Well, one thing, and this usually will work for any student, is when you see two columns or you see two rows, think that they may be coordinates. And here we have an x, and here we have an f of x, and if you've taken Algebra 2, then you know that f of x is another way to say y. So essentially what this is an xy chart. So one approach is you can plug these values in for x, solve for y. So if I plug 1 in for x into answer choice A, what I get is 5. Looks good, but I gotta make sure 3 and 13 works before I choose it. If more than one coordinate works, then you know you have your answer. If I plug 3 in here, I get 9. I do not get 13. So for that reason, I know it's not A. Moving on to B, if I plug 1 in, do I get 5? I do. If I plug 3 in, do I get 13? I get 11. So that's wrong. See what they do? They make the first coordinate work for each of them. So the student who doesn't check every answer choice will get this question wrong. Answer choice C, if I plug 1 in, do I get 5? I do. If I plug 3 in, do I get 13? I do. It looks like that has to be our correct answer. And notice for answer choice D, if I plug 1 in, I do get 5. If I plug 3 in, I get 15, not 13, so that's wrong. Okay, second approach. What we could also do here is we could use our coordinates up top to find the slope. I would only recommend doing this if you're very good at this. So you could see all the slopes are different for each answer choice. You could write out y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Or if you just see the difference here is 8, the difference here is 2, 8 over 2 is a slope of 4. And once again, the answer is C. Lastly, but maybe not quite as good, is if you were to try to figure the y-intercept. You can see all the y-intercepts are different. You're dropping 8 when you drop 2, which means you drop 4 when you drop 1. When your x is 0, your y-intercept is the y part of that coordinate. So once again, over here, if I subtract 2, I get to 1 less. I get to the next step, and the x is here. If I subtract 8, that same thing. This is a ratio of 4 to 1. So here, if I subtract 4, then here I'm going to subtract 1, and I'll be at 0. And if I do that 5, which is my y right here, and I minus 4, I should get 1 as my y-intercept, which again is answer choice C. Thank you for joining us today. If you like this video, click like. You can share it with someone who has trouble with linear equations. If there's any question you'd like to see answered from any official PSAT or SAT or ACT, leave that in the comments. I'd be happy to shoot a video on it. And click subscribe so you don't miss anything. Have a great day.